Good afternoon. My name is Anthony Wright. I'm a member of the Black Prisoners Caucus. I'm here to represent the Education Committee, a committee we have established to address the educational needs of the community inside and out. Before I go any further, there are a few things that we must be in agreement upon. First, that the majority of the lives housed in these facilities statewide are salvageable and redeemable. Also, that the lack of education and job training in prisons directly affects recidivism. Mr. Vance Bartley, will you help me with this presentation, sir? There you are. I won't bore you today with a bunch of stats and survey because I'm sure everyone here by now knows that there is a direct connection with education and recidivism. It's very simple to compute. Less education means more recidivism. To get more complex, more education means less recidivism. Thank you. Thank you, man. With that being said, I've reminded you of the problem. Today is a day for solutions. We need programs that have quality and are credible. For an ex-offender to apply for a job, he must be more qualified than a non-offender applying for that same job. We need vocational programs that correlate with today and tomorrow's workforce and pay a decent wage. We need college credit that's transferable. We all know what it's like to bounce a check or be denied credit. Imagine overcoming the prison environment, applying yourself to learning only to hear from a possible employer or a university, "Oh, what you've learned is excellent, Mr. Wright, but where you learned it just won't cut it with us. We're truly sorry." Disheartening to say the least. We need a more ironclad educational hold or a policy stating that we are allowed to complete our programs before being transferred or transfer us to an institution with the same programs. We need incentives for those that take the responsibility to apply themselves for betterment. Cutting time off a sentence is a strong incentive. Regardless of what the incentive is, efforts need to be rewarded. To answer all the questions regarding which group benefits more from these programs, the short-term or the long-term inmates, the answer is both. It restores hope in all of us. Of course, the short-term inmates are able to begin the return on investment more quickly by being released, but the long-term are just as significant because they keep that cycle going. As more short time come in, the rite passage is influenced by example. When the short-timers come in, they will learn something. I think we prefer a classroom over the big yard. Incentives are helpful, but if that's the determining factor whether we get more programs, I say forget it, because just having more education available is reward enough. Since the last summit, there have been a few changes, some good, some bad. We're not going to give any power to the negative today, so on to the positive. Senator Carroll and his Senate Bill 6308 has created a legislative task force that encompasses a wide range of individuals, including ex-offenders, to address the much-needed changes in the correctional system. Those recommendations are almost finalized, and we need the full support of the legislature and the governor, because a recidivism rate of nearly 60% is just not acceptable. And building more prisons does not make the community more safe. It just builds more revolving doors. But I'm happy to report today things have slowly but surely been moving in the right direction. It's as an analogy that Senator Klein gave at a previous summit. He said it's like the ocean shore. One wave you can see immediately, but over time the changes are apparent as a whole. And that goes for us too. We will reform ourselves. And we're not idle just because our assistance is, just because our resources are limited. We are constantly acting today for a better tomorrow. And to help us with those actions, we have been blessed with these individuals in the guise of men and women like Carol Estes. Where are you, Carol? Yeah. Mary, don't look around. Mary Flowers. Don't look around. Yeah. Professor Marsha Orunga. Yeah. Yeah. Willie Williams. Don't hide. Gary Eidelberg. Janet Preston. Yes. Deborah Lee. Where are you, Deb? Stand up. Ileana Reales. Yeah. These types of individuals do not come into our lives every day, especially while incarcerated. And their endurance reminds me of civil rights leaders because they too endure bumpy roads from their own social vehicles, so to speak, for doing what's right. But it's okay, because watching them teaches us that doing right never gets easy. By the way they just brush it off and keep on rolling in the right direction teaches us traits of perseverance. We persevere. We're still learning and we won't stop. Thank you.